Prince Nana tells us Saturday night is alright for fighting. Swerve says he and AR Fox have some unfinished business. Then he gets attacked by Fox backstage. Then we cut to the theme song. And cut back to see them fighting toward the ring for our first match of the night. It's Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana versus AR Fox. AR dives from the stage, dives from the ring. Swerve turns around with a gnarly slam on the apron as 2/3 of the Ring of Honor Trios champs arrive on the scene. Honestly, not a huge fan of these two in the Mogul Embassy. If we're up to me, it'd just be Swerve, Nana, and Brian Cage as the muscle. We return from commercial to hear a dueling chant from the crowd, but it's all for Swerve. Whose house? Swerve's house. Swerve rules, and he should win the title from MJF at End of Days. That's right, I said it. Love how the announcers are talking about times these two have faced each other in the independents. That acknowledgement of the history is what makes AEW special. Okay, that's the official Box of Wrestling sign of the night. Swerve hits the Swerve Stomp and wins clean despite his buddies at ringside. Bad guys surround Fox to pick him apart, but FTR make the save. So Ricky Starks and Big Bill and the faction that can't be governed all come out to brawl because they've all got an 8-man tag match tonight. Nah, the brawl wasn't really needed. I appreciate they want to hype up the main event, but I don't think it was successful. Nothing really progressed here. Probably would have been better to send out Hangman or something. That said, the match and the backstage brawl leading to it were a great way to kick off Collision. Very good. It's the Kingdom with Roderick Strong versus someone who's already in the ring with no entrance. Strong tells the crowd they don't take neck health seriously. Not gonna lie, I love this gimmick. It's so dumb. Double team pile driver for a Kingdom win after just a few minutes. As I'm groaning from the pointlessness of it all, Roderick Strong runs in and kicks one of them. Nigel McGuinness says he's battling through the pain. This is all still pointless, but that made me laugh. Mark Briscoe is back and he has to find 2 partners for a 6-man tag match tonight. FTR says they'll do double duty and help him. Friendship. But Briscoe says he won't do that to them and he's got some other tag partners in mind. Ooh, mystery partners. But first, it's Lance Archer with Jake the Snake Roberts versus Darby Allin. Dueling Let's Go Archer and Let's Go Darby chants. Darb's a little louder though. Battering ram to the outside, but Darb slammed on the ramp. Darby with an out-of-nowhere Canadian destroyer off the turnbuckle and the surprise win. Listen, I like Darby Allin, but his matches are getting pretty formulaic. He gets his ass kicked pretty much the whole time, and then he wins. Jake Roberts says he's got backup, and he sounds terrible, and he looks terrible. This man should not be on TV. Anyway, the backup comes out, and I honestly don't know who they are, but one of them keeps doing a snapping thing to the entrance music that's giving me unintentional West Side Story vibes. It's bad. Chris Statlander thanks Sky Blue for not turning evil. Fair enough. Sky says she didn't do it for Chris, but she'll always have Willow's back and walks off. I'm losing patience with this storyline, so they need to get where they're going soon. 69 chants as it's time to celebrate 69 days as Trios champions. Okay. They play a video from MJF saying he doesn't love the Acclaimed like everybody else, but he's starting to like them. Maybe he can have more than one friend after all. Billy Gunn wonders how he's going to 69 everyone in the building. The fans go nuts, and it's nice to see Gunn having a good time in the twilight of his career. But Dalton Castle and the boys interrupt the fun. He destroys the 69 trophy that I guess the Acclaim made for themselves. But then a ref shows up and it's going to be a match for the Trios titles? It's as weird as it sounds. The match is just an excuse to let the Acclaim get their shit in, but why couldn't they have just beaten Dalton up? This would have been a good opportunity to start a storyline which the Acclaim desperately need. It's bad. Time to find out who Briscoe's mystery partners are. It'll be Kip Sabian and the Workhorses versus Jay Briscoe and, Dustin Rhodes and Keith Lee? This seems random. You already know how the match will go. Briscoe starts, who hot tags Rhodes, who hot tags Lee, who hot tags Briscoe, who wins the match. I was excited about mystery partners, but this just seemed thrown together. It's very bad. It's Willow Nightingale versus Emi Sakura. Whew. Death Valley Driver on the outside. Both of these women have a great personality that helps carry this match through. Big Spine Buster and Dr. Bomb. Willow Nightingale wins and parties while selling. It's good. Our main event has Ricky Starks and Big Bill with the Gates of Agony versus FTR with Roosh and Preston Vance. Announcers are really hyping up Roosh as he beats the crap out of Ricky Starks on the outside. But Ricky fights back with a new school. Why isn't this move officially called the new school? Ricky gets on an announcer headset, and I like the idea, but he spends most of the time arguing with Tony Schiavone. That shouldn't happen. A wrestler arguing with an announcer? Ricky should just tell him to shut the hell up before he gets slapped clapped and deliver a sweet promo. Hot tag for Roosh, who clears house and poses in the center of the ring. Roosh helps hit the big rig and picks up the win. This one was all about hyping Roosh, and I'd say it succeeded at that. It suffered in the way a lot of 8-man tag matches do. With so much going on, it's hard to tell a story, but they gave a lot of time and it had a nice flow. It's good. The lights go out and House of Black shows up. They attack FTR, but Claudio and Yuta make the save. Love how easily the BCC transitions between face and heel. Though I do think this was too similar to the tag team run-ins that we saw at the very beginning of the episode. Overall, this was a fairly bland episode with a lot of matches that had no build, kind of highlighting an issue with AEW right now. It's bad.